G'day, welcome back. We are playing Islanders, so this is Island 4 all completed, so let's just crack on into Island 5. Let's see what this one sends us. Probably not as many flat plateaus as that one gave us. Ah, not too bad. Alright, so we will want to build our primary town there. It's not even going to start us with a, statues. Oh, we've got a statue down here in the beach. Probably an alright thing then to go this guy. It's not really anywhere that I could put him all the way over there, but I mean, everyone's going to take beef, I think, no matter where we place them, but go there. I think 12, seeing both of them is probably the best option that we're going to get anyway. Wow, we got a lot of them. He's going to be happy at least. And again, we'll put him as far one way as we can. So we'll put him first, because then this guy's going to be a bit happier about his situation. And I mean, that guy's probably as smitten as he'll get. Great, city pack. Thing is, if we put him on this side, he's going to have a bit more, like, he's going to be happier because he can see that statue, whereas over there he's only 15. Tough choice. I think there's a lot less room over here, so I think what I'll do is I'll put him here, and then I'm going to make this the houses town, and then we'll hopefully get a second town hall and we'll make the mansions town over that side. Again, there's nowhere really we can go this way that'll let him see those without the other, but we can do that with this guy. He can go on that side and get good points. No huge points for the guys up here because they can't see the tower. I don't like the lumber packs. I mean, they do make sense as a sort of an early thing to do. Okay, so 12 points if we put him just inside of that one. 12 points if we put him inside of everything, so let's go that side. This guy can go this side, and we're going to put him up this way, because if we get another brick worker, he may as well be able to see all of them. So again, look, that side is probably our best bet. What can we do with our lumberjack? So 15, but he gets centered to that area, which I don't really want. I guess it's sort of as much to the side as we can get. There's a lot of stuff around this area that these guys like, so we'll put him in there. I think these guys like them as well, so put him right to the edge so he can see it. Still pushing the farming angle here. Go 14, and we'll put him as high up the hill as we can, because then it means the longer that these guys will be able to see him, like they'll be in range. Alright, so sometimes with the shaman, your best bet is to just go look real quick. 18, 21, before everything gets destroyed. 24, we've got a gold mine down here too. 12, I don't think there's anything too much on the beach. No. So let's take that 24. Sort of encroaching where we want this town to be. He's not happy about being near the shaman, so we'll push him a little bit further that way, just out of range of the shaman. Get these guys to give him a cuddle. Almost perfect symmetry there. clearly see that guy's not hugging in tight enough. We're going to need somewhere for our farms to fit in. That guy can be 11 if he's there. Just like the brickmakers, so if we can swing him further around, he can get 13. Seeing one brickmaker. And again, he'll benefit townsfolk if they end up over near him. So we can prove that. 6 up there as well. Three there. 6 there. We go that side. Mountains is nice. Quick 19, 21 for him. 25, so it does seem like we're better off setting this guy up for this side. Know where we want to put him, just sort of in there. So if we build this right, we can have all of these guys connected in there, close enough that he can see them. Get us a nice big haul. Alright, cool, let's get our huts building nice and early. Fisher, Shaman, Seaweed Farms, City Centers, statues. They don't like busy things. So down this edge at the moment would probably be their most worthwhile. We'll pull the sawmill all the way back towards this area, which will probably be our more farming area. What we may as well do too is put a town hall in this area so that these guys can relish in that as well. The question is whether I placed him in a way that he can have guys on either side of him, and it looks like he can. Rua, he doesn't care about that anywhere near as much. I can put him on the beach, that's right, that's what I did last time, I think. Can his things go on the beach? They can. Let's not waste real space of grass. Let's, although was it that he couldn't... No, I could still put parks on the beach too, I believe. So, drop him down here. Apparently his fields can go underneath him. No? There we go. Alright, we'll start our long journey of getting hundreds upon thousands of parks. Anywhere in here that we can still get a sensation of being near the city centre. Just. Now again, it's sort of like out this way I'd like to have where potentially I could build a temple. What sort of map out an area that I could possibly work around, but it's sort of tricky to navigate that. Arcs. 15. Well, this is where we sort of can apply that then. We go, alright, plateau. So, plateau is where we're going to put the temple, but the plateau takes out more space than the temple itself would. So I'm actually reducing the size of the potential town by doing it. I think that possibly we don't play it. I mean, that's a nice sort of gain of points. I'll play him there for the points, because then I think that these guys will also gain points for being on top of the plateau. So we'll let them sort of enjoy their plateau adjacent lives. We can't see that field on the far side. But bummer. Sort of pushed it all the way that way because I thought, oh, that would mean I can get more sort of around him, but it doesn't work if can't see each other. So that tower is probably going to go this way because he likes the masons. So we've got to remember that if we get more masons too, that he's well ahead on that side. Shaman. 18. 21. So 21's probably as good as we're going to see. And that does improve our placement for what fisheries I think it was. Some of the ways for this we can just sort of block off. Like, we know that we can still come this direction towards us with housing. Alright, square house that hopefully fits in that gap. Guy just placed for points. Nothing more. Down towards that way we can get 32 for him. Warehouse in a similar situation. Circus. A circus is the sort of guy that could really benefit from being up on a plateau. So there's 40. But we will get another 4 for every house. House gets 3 for being near it as well. So we'll just sort of possibly try and hold for a little bit. Alright, we'll put this guy over here. Now, one thing that I did find in my last game was that there's a potential problem of if I move these sort of buildings too close to the towns for when I'm trying to get some things like, say, huts that don't want to be near and have a huge range. You can see that there's so much they're not happy with. But they are happy in that tiny little pocket there where they can see 3 different city centers. Keeping that in mind, I might have to build, just if I get another city center, we'll chuck it on that side to give them even more happy about. For 10 and 11. Sort of bury him in that corner. Two. What else would make him happy? Warehouse. So potentially putting him in nothing but the warehouse and the statue. Actually, my best bet for him. Alright, let's pull the trigger with our circus. Gold mine. Okay, so gold mine on this side, we can place him. Let's put him somewhere out of the way because he's not going to really get to do much more. There's not going to be anyone near him. 25. I mean, he's seeing basically the entire town at the moment. Earn that 25. Alright, so what's our market want? Market's happy being able to see that town, equally as happy. No, less happy to see that town. We got 28, 30 I saw in the middle there. 30 if we put him there. It does really block out our chances of placing another market successfully, but they don't care for the market. Yeah, you can see these guys aren't going to be earning too much money compared to our plain houses down here. The living large. You did have a spot there a moment ago where you did fit. Ain't pretty. Don't match everyone else, but it's fine. You've built your house exactly for the views, except for the fact that your front door faces off the cliff. Perfect spot for that in there. Lovely. Where was that? 18. Somewhere in there. Oh. Very, very tiny spot. Resort Oasis. Okay, so there is our next city centre. It doesn't like Resort Oases or Shaman. Get 19 for just sort of like flicking him around the corner here. And the potential wonder that that's going to do for these guys. We can sort of see 4 of them. I almost wonder if I'm better off placing them now before I ruin it for him. Okay, 39 for this guy, 38 on this side, 38 there. So let's go to 39. Avon. 29, 35. 5 just off the plateau, because you can see 2 different city centres. Take that. Another field. A lumberjack. We have a 9 there. Can't imagine we're going to get much better than that. Alright, a lot this guy likes on this side. 41. I mean, there's 41 with so much stuff he doesn't like as well. What if we shift a little bit more this way? 40. Take the 53? 53. Let's take that. Hey, there's our temple. Now, this guy, nothing about his placement has overly felt like we've been on an absolute winner. Because the problem is that any houses I try and place to sort of also benefit from potentially placing that temple here are worth so little that I'm almost better off building the temple and then having these guys build around it. Because they're going to give me 2 per placement near the temple. Even though this guy's going to give me 10 per... I think 25 per mansion? No. Mason. That's 25 per mason. So if we go on this side... Negative. Man, I didn't realize he was such a Mason fan. I'm going to take the 45. It's definitely a low ball for a temple placement. Even these houses are all pretty ordinary. I mean, where we're currently at, I have concerns that we haven't hit like a really big placement that's going to put us like... We're still quite a way away from that island. Possible it won't happen. Should be killer since we've got so many more to go. They heavily rely on parks here. Alright, walls, the thing we equally love and hate. Let's see if we can get a nice recovery with a well-placed fountain. 25. Nowhere that's like absolutely dynamite for these guys. 13. Okay. More 14s. 13. Oh, that's not going to push us over the edge. We're at a 16. Alright, if we play seaweed farms well, we might get lucky. So, what's my normal strategy for a seaweed farm? We want a sort of an outcrop. Want this guy on the inside of the like, we want him dipped in, and then we'll have this guy in front of him so we can put a guy on that outcrop and then hopefully catch all of that and not see him. 2 more fields. That one's just going to do better just by itself near that guy. We do still all have all our huts. Actually, I think that's probably the ace in the hole that we haven't used. Alright, let's go for some 24s with this guy. Ah, I think I dropped off the 24 and went off the 25 and got the 24. Let's go another seaweed. Second market. 15. Sorry, big 20 if I can. There we go. That's the way we want him. Won't even keep looking once we hit that. The warehouse is his passion. If I could get this guy to see both, as well as the circus, the tower, that's a nice get. Just feels like a good recovery we've just had here for the last few rounds. Better off just being completely on his lonesome over there. Alright, talk to me, Monument. What do you like? You like parks? 32 there. 84. Holy cow. Alright. 107. He likes parks 8. So let's give him a couple more parks before we lock that in. 123. There's some 12s in there. What were you liking? So you like if you can see the shaman. Ah! Well, I can do that. Fight for those 6 points. Okay. Well, seaweed farms, we know where they're going. We want to try and hold off placing walls. Now we've... This looks like we're going to soon run out of options. Wall plateau. Okay, a wall plateau can be very useful, especially for the layout of both of these towns. Sometimes in the dark it's hard to tell where it's actually going to allow me to place somewhere. So let's say that one. And that one. Yeah, starting to. So what we can do is we can get these guys just to hover over the town and gain the benefits of being completely surrounded by stuff underneath. Actually a bit of a bummer for the fountain there, so let's go this way. And some real fountain points. And with the second one, I'm pretty sure we can connect them to each other. So if we place this right, good angle. Look like I'm going to be lucky. I'd say this is too low based on how tall that stuff around it is. I wonder if I can get this one. No. Shaman. Alright, what are our shamans like? So they like the temples. Yes, that's our religion is shaman based. Put that there because I also know that those houses like them too. But I think our first position for houses is going to be up here. Finally, we're making some good points for our mansions. So like city centers, seaweed fields, warehouses. So we can get an okay sort of 15, 16 from him there. What we want to do over here is send a guy as far to the left as we can. And we can possibly put one as far to the right as well. Alright, let's place a few more of these guys. And we've finally made it to the next island. Felt a lot less certain, like it should have. The fact that it can actually... Oh, it doesn't even see the other warehouse. We slotted it on that side. That's a nice get. I guess you can't put you up on the plateau. you fit somewhere in there. 7's pretty ordinary. Alright, again with these guys, I'm not sure that I've got too much use for them. Possibly the amount of sort of infrastructure over here. Yeah, we could benefit, so slot him in there. There, so part of this is just the amount of points we get for placing them. But then also if we have things like warehouses, markets, we could possibly put them on there. Again, what we're really rooting for is another seaweed farm. I think that we've got a big boost of points if we can get another seaweed farm on the map. These guys really aren't scoring like I'd like. 19's okay. It's so ordinary for these guys. I mean, possibly what I could do is do a wall hang up here. Over where those guys are. And that would allow them to see the 4. Ah, they can just only make out 3 of them. One way or the other. There we go, there's our next seaweed farm, so let's see what we can make with him. 30. 30 is as good as we're going to get. That's alright. This 3's as much as one of those guys is going to get for me. Sort of 24 up there somewhere. This side over here is an absolute mess of parks. Alright, so then let's start slotting in walls around the edge here if we can fit them. Nice that that wall's benefiting from that guy up on the hill. Another plateau and another tower. $48. What can this guy offer? 49. 49 has it. There, as well as the achievement to hit 15,000 score before level 11. Definitely walked that one in a lot easier than I feel like the achievement suggests it would be. 18, there's a pretty good placement gain. 24 there. Let's do that. I'm amazed that the mansions don't like the walls. I can understand the houses not liking them, but I reckon the mansions could go like, I'm alright with this. Keeping the population out. I didn't get 16 for just being able to be part of whatever this town is. He's a lone member of that town. Shaman, I'm not sure I'm going to have too much luck with placing. Oh, this guy's got a few things over here he likes. I'm amazed at even slotting underneath there. They're not getting that many points, the parks. Ended up with so many parks. So a 10, like that. Take a 9. Shaman. Oh, the Shaman will like all of that, so we'll put him down there. Another seaweed farm. Possibly we can score big with him. He can sort of... yeah. At the right angle. If we can get him in a place where he can see one of them, not the other one. Living large. $16 anywhere. And 7. Masons were very happy over in this area, but possibly with there being so many Masons they may not be, but 19 is still a worthwhile take. Seems like being on the outside over here, just amongst the parks, makes for a happy mansion. I want to fit that guy in. $27, $29. Oh, if he could go on that rock. Oh, you can. 62. Gives us a brief stay of execution. Got 54. I thought we had something higher before. 58. Generally, these guys are going to be happier with a fountain. There's a fountain up there that's going to lower their score, though. 24. 27. Go out there because that's where we've started our new part of town. Almost completely walled the city. Don't really want to put it there because that's where I'm still building houses. This town just keeps on going. A third market. Now, if I could put a one of these guys down here somewhere, that would be a real good get for him. A few quick high scoring things going down here. And then that ends with this guy. Well, it's a make or break place. You can fit anywhere. Minus 32 is probably a bit more in the break category than the make category. Nothing down there. 18 if he goes down there. Does that? I think that pushes me over the edge. 22. Safely say I don't think many people are visiting this market when they're doing their shopping. Place those two guys there, then we're going to put this guy here. Let's see if we can get him around the front of this guy. There we go. What did I do with the last one? Not sure I had any sort of idea placement for it. Oh, that's right, it was over here. Well, we're not going to win it with these placements, so that is us winding down. Yep, 6 looks like my best. 8. 8. Well, there we go, another achievement off the board. More progress. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.